Hey, namaste everyone. This is me, Anuj, and today in the class we are going to discuss a very simple practice which is going to be a little bit of a dynamic mobility and some flexibility for your hip joint. Now, why the hip movements are so crucial? You have to understand because the hip plays an important role to keep your spine stress free and also take all the stress away from the majority of your lower back stress. Also, we are going to understand the hip movement because you will be needing in the future for your hip opening or maybe your back opening and a different forms in the method. So today let's practice that, and without wasting any further time, let's start the practice. Now first I need you to keep your feet a little wide over here where your outer edge of the feet goes outside. The inner side of your feet remains pointing up. Now all you have to do is you have to interlock your fingers on your chest and then let your both the knees rolling towards the right side, keeping the heel and the knee slightly away. Now once you are here, you have to come again in the center and go towards the other side. Center, rolling to the right, center, and rolling towards the left. Come on, let's do it for the few more rounds. Rolling to the right, and then rolling towards the left. Slow. Rolling towards the right, and now rolling towards the left. Come on, continue this movement. Rolling to the right, and now rolling to the left. Once you are here, you have to roll to the right, last 5, continue few more rounds for 4, keep on doing for 3, last few more, 2, and the last is 1. Very good. Once you are here, let's meet over the right side. You're going to place your fingertips on the each side of the hip, keeping the left knee in line with the left hip joint. You're going to place your fingertips and press the left foot and lift your left knee up. So lifting the left knee up and down. I want to do this 10 times. So lift your left knee up and down. 9. Chin up. 8. 7. Let your left knee sink towards the ground and lift up using the outer side of the thigh. If you're feeling cramps, take it easy. 4. Come on. 3. Few more. 2 and 1. Now, I want your inner thighs to rolling in and you have to press your back glute on the floor. So like this. Rolling your left thigh in and pushing the left hip on the floor. Right thigh rolling out. Right thigh rolling backward. Come on, fewer times. 5. Take it easy. 4. Come on, 3, 2, and the last 1. Well done. Now let's repeat the same to the other side. Go towards the left. I want your feet to be flexed. Take it easy. Okay? If you're feeling cramps or if any doubt, I will meet you on the comment box. So just let your right knee going up. The chin can be facing forward and down. Right knee up and the knee pointing down. Come on, let's do it for 2 and down. Come on, let's do it for 3 and down. Few more rounds. 5 and down. Come on, let's do it for 6 and down. Come on, let's do it for 7 and down. Let's do it for 8, 9, and last one is your 10. Well done. Now I want your thighs rotation from this side now. Rotate your right hip down, sink it without lifting the knee and roll your thigh inward. Rotate your hip back and in. 2, press the right glute and forward. Rotate out and down. Come on, let's do it few more times. 3, Do it with a gentle smile on your face, because that will make it easier for you to get away from that mindset where you are being stressed oriented person. So just take it easy. 5, 4, come on, 3, 2, and 1. Well done. Come up again. So now we're going to do our next practice, which is going to be the Baddha Konasana, butterfly. So if you find it difficulty in sitting too long, you can use a blanket. You can place your blanket over here and you can sit it on the blanket. And then you will keep your both the feet together. Now if you are a person who is somewhere over here, where your knees are too high from the ground, it's totally normal. You have to focus on opening your feet like a notebook. Now that will allow you to open your inner thighs a little bit outside. Open your feet like a notebook properly, and I want you to interlock your fingers and stretch your arms up. Lengthen your spine properly. Make sure your neck is stress free and keep looking forward. Stay there. 5. Keep breathing. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now we're going to open the thighs a bit more. I want you to press your right forearm on your right thigh, not on your knee, and place your left palm on your left thigh, the entire palm, and push the left thigh with your palm and right thigh with your forearm. Even if you are here, keep practicing. Your shoulders away from your ears. Come on, stay. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Switch to the other side. Place your left forearm on your left thigh. Press your right arm on your right thigh. Press the palm and go. 1. Chin up. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Well done. Now once you are here, all you have to do is, you have to take your right leg a little bit towards the right side. Okay? So focus on extension of the right leg to the right side. Keeping your left toe pointing to the right side. Make sure you are stretching and extending your leg. Now, you have to straight your right arm towards the right ankle, if you as much as you can reach. And then you will raise your left arm up to the ceiling and start bending towards the right side. Now I want you to feel that left hip sinking to the ground. Meanwhile, you are extending your spine to the right side. Stay for 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come up in the center. Now, I want you to walk towards the right side without touching the foot. So as much as you can walk forward with your fingertips, but this time your left palm goes a slight forward from the right palm. So you can feel the stretch on the left side of your back. Stay there for a few counts. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Slowly come up. And now let's meet back again into the Baddha Konasana. Now, once you are in Baddha Konasana, once again I would like you to keep your feet in like a notebook and then stay there. Once again, press your left elbow on your left thigh. Stretch your right thigh this time. Go. Other side. Open up. 1. Keep opening up. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Now let this thigh sink towards the ground, and this time you have to open up your left leg to the left side. Now make sure you are pointing your right toe towards the left side. Start extending your left palm towards the left foot. You can also grab it on your knees or your thighs. Extending your right arm up to the ceiling and start bending towards the left Now stay there. Maintain this position for few counts. 9, 8, 7. I do not want your right shoulder to be follow downward. It has to rotate back. So that is something you have to keep in mind for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come in the center and now again walk towards the left side. And this time you have to extend your right palm over your left palm. Go down. Stay there. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And now slowly come up again in the center and meet me again into the Baddha Konasana. Again, once again, taking your chest broaden out, chin up. Now moving ahead to the next practice, which is called the Agni Stambh Asana, which is called the Fire Pillar Pose. This is a preparation which will help you to develop the strength for the Lotus Pose in the future. So I'm going to take my both legs forward over here, and then I will bend my right knee, place my right feet right above my left knee. Make sure that the right foot is a bit flexed towards the right side, rotating the left thigh out and bend the left knee over here. Now make sure your both feet are flexed. So usually you practice Sukhasana, which looks like this. Okay, so this is not like that. It's completely different. So your right feet on the top, left feet right under the right knee. So basically your foot and your knee in the same line. You can also see how my hips are square over here. Once you have that squareness on the hip, you can take your palms a bit forward and you can start walking ahead. A little bit, one at a time. Slowly and gently, be there for few counts. 1, 2. If it seems difficult, so you can also place a blanket or the elbows on the ground. But do not try to round your spine. That's a very important key point over here. Breathe. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now start walking towards the left side a little bit, because we want the stretch on the right glute, because that's the leg which is on the top. Walk towards the left and a little bit of walking towards the left side. Try to bring your chest towards the right feet. 5. Keep breathing. Chin up. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Slowly walk the step back. So that's amazing opening for the hip. Now, your next goal is to be in the Gomukhasana. I know, if this is also difficult, if you find your knee somewhere over here, then the next asana will be even more challenging. But let's level up. Try if you can. You have to take your knees in one line. If your knee is too high, that's okay. Just be here. And then bend your other knee. Try to make your both the knees in a straight line. Any hip which is up, you can also put a blanket underneath in order to create that symmetry in your hip. Now once you are here, you have to twist to the right side this time to release that tension. So right hand back, left hand over the right knee, and twist your spine to look towards the right shoulder. Be there. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Well done. Come up and release. Remove the blanket, remove the support, take the legs straight. Let's repeat it from the other side. Place your left feet right above your right knee joint. Bend the right knee. Place the right feet right below the left knee. Over here, your feet are flexed. They are not pointing out. They are flexed. You're walking forward towards the center. You are staying there. If you allow yourself, you can also put your elbows on the ground. Stay there. You will always observe that the one side of the hip remains a little bit better in terms of flexibility comparatively to the other. Stay. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Inhale and come up. Slowly start walking towards the right side this time in order to feel the flexibility around the left glute. So walk, let your chest rest on your right feet, on the left feet. Be there for the count of 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Inhale and come up. Going to the next one, which is again the Gomukhasana. Hold the feet, take your both the knees in the same line. If you find your hip is coming up, you can use the softer side of your blanket right under the hip. Once you are here, keeping the hips symmetrical, right arm over the left knee, and you will place your left palm back and look to the left shoulder. Stay there. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come in the center and release the blanket and release your posture. So now you have done the basics, mobility. You have done a little bit of opening with your sides and the inner thighs. And right now you also did some opening of your glutes. Now let's moving ahead to the posture which we all are seeking. It's called the Padmasana, the Lotus Pose. So before moving to the Padmasana, I would like you to make a point that Padmasana could be difficult if you have a knee, a tendon tear or a ligament tear, and if you have any form of a pain around the knee joint. So for that certain practices, all you have to do is practicing the half lotus pose instead of the full lotus pose. So now I'm going to show you from the half lotus how you have to practice, taking your right feet on your left thigh where your heel is right under the navel. You're going to place your left heel right under the right knee to give us support. Now, you're going to take your right hand on your back and try to grab your right big toe. So same hand goes back and try to hold your toe if you can. Now this will allow you to open up your shoulder a bit more because that's what important as well. Now twist to the right side and look to the right shoulder. This is the half lotus pose. Stay there. And now release. And now let's repeat this again from the other side. Place your left feet on the top, on your right thigh. Bend your right knee, place it under the left knee. Take your left hand back, grab your big toe and twist your spine towards the left shoulder. Stay there. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Now release, come up. Now when you practice this for a while, few more rounds, it becomes easier. Okay? So let's do it for the one more time. Bend your right knee, put it on your left thigh, put your left feet right under the right knee, take your right hand back and twist. Second round. Twist to the right shoulder. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release. Switch to the other side. Follow along with me. Okay. If you find difficulty in grabbing the toe, that's okay. A palm placing on the back, that is also enough. Look to the left shoulder. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Slowly release. Now, let's practice Padmasana and try to attain that as much as you can. You can use the blanket if you need, or you can just fold the mat. So place your right feet on your left thigh. Okay. Now bend the left knee and put it over here. Now your knee will have some pressure over here. So all you have to do is put your right thigh completely and raise your left hip up. And now stay there for a while. Just pulse around. Okay. Just pulse around for 5, 4, 3, 2, few more rounds, and 1. Now, your right feet always goes on the left because your heels are intercrossing. Because the right heel pressing the left thigh, the left heel pressing the right thigh. Okay? Now, once you are here, you have to let your drop and try to drop it to the other side. This time, your right hip comes up and just pulse. 5. Just a little bit, slow pulse. 4. Make sure your knees are safe. If it's too much pressure, take a back. Follow the earlier practices for a few more days. 1. And now drop it down. Now, try to lift, hold, and try to press it. If you can't, just stay here and keep it and practice around here for a few days. Once you are comfortable, lift up, lean to the left side and press and stay there. You will find your Padmasana not so correctly. It's over here. That's okay. It will eventually touch both the side of your waist as you keep on practicing. And you will find that your Padmasana one day will arrive over here with the legs absolutely cross. So this is a practice which you have to apply every day to attain the Padmasana, and I would like you to upload more videos in the future, but definitely I will need some form of motivation. If you give me a subscribe or the comments what you feel like, I will see you in the next video. Thank you so much. Hari Om Tat Sat.